तो दोस्तों राधे राधे। शुरू करते हैं अपना प्यारा सा टॉपिक दैट इज अनटचेबिलिटी। तो सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस करेंगे आर्टिकल 17 के बारे में। आर्टिकल 17 बेसिकली डील करता है एबोल्यूशन ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटीज इन इंडिया के बारे में। अब शुरू करते हैं। इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन स्टेबलाइजेस इक्वालिटी अमंग ऑल द सिटीजन थ्रू आर्टिकल 17। इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ट्राइज टू implement equality among all the citizens of India. Up next, Article 14 states that there should not be any discrimination among Indians on the basis of religions, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. Now, the Article 14. First of all, I am going to tell you that Article 14 is also known as it's come under fundamental rights, and it is also known as that right to equality. और ये कहता है it state that there is not any discrimination amongst the citizens of India on the basis of religions, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. Up second point, the makers of the constitution made such provisions to stabilize equality among individual in society. Up now, the makers and the constitutional makers has made such provision or the processes to stabilize equality, and they tries to maintain equality among all the citizens in the society. So the basic motto of Article 17 to abolishes untouchability and its practice should be abolished. मतलब ये Article 17 पूरी तरह से untouchability को समाप्त कर देता है। तो दोस्तों अब हम आर्टिकल 17 को थोड़ा डेप्थ में जानेंगे। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। आर्टिकल 17 abolishes untouchability in its practice in any form. The practice of it will considered an offense and will be punishable. अब देखिए, under Article 17, if any person can try to implement or cause untouchability with any other person of lower caste, SC, ST, then it should be punishable. अब second point, the word untouchability is defined in the Constitution. In the case of Jain versus Union of India, अब now the Article 17 has also mentioned in the Constitution, and the Constitution can also defines the word untouchability, and this can be seen in case of Jay Singh versus Union of India and Devraj Singh versus B Padmanand. Now in Article 17, the word untouchability is written under inverted commas, which means that the meaning of the word untouchability should be considered in the literal grammatical sense, but should be understood by keeping the Indian society in mind. Now Article 17 can be written in inverted commas. So it shows that the meaning has to be considered in our constitution as a grammatical sense, but it can be considered according to the Indian society and the Indian culture and Indian people. So दोस्तों under untouchability we are discuss about Act 1955, and it is about the protection of civil rights. The government made the Untouchability Act 1955, which was later amendment. A new act was introduced, the protection of civil rights. देखिए, first of all the government has made Untouchability Act 1955, then he causes changes and introduce a new act, that is protection of civil rights, and this act caused many provision to fight against untouchability. And under this act has the government has tried to implement various rules regulation to fight against untouchabilities. So दोस्तों our next topic under untouchability is scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. अब now the prevention of atrocities act 1989. So यहाँ पे atrocities का मतलब है very cruel treatment. So कैसे how to prevent from a very cruel treatment that is given to SC and STs. Now we are going to explain it. The act made the provision for the prevention of atrocities against the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. देखिए, under this act the government has made the various provision that how to deal with the cruel treatment that is given with the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes people. This act made the provision for the establishment of a special court for deciding cases related to the offense under this act. Now, under this act, there is some special types of courts should be established to deals with this matter. And under section 18 of this act made offense under this act non-bailable, and the person who has do such type of offense, that is atrocities and untouchabilities, they cannot be granted bail under section 18. तो दोस्तों धन्यवाद। अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो लाइक शेयर और कमेंट कीजिएगा। राधे राधे दोस्तों।